This video is sponsored by BigMarleyMMA.com. Kyle Marley is up over 250 units in the last 2+ years on his premium bets. Go to BigMarleyMMA.com and use the coupon code PROSPICKS at checkout. That will get you 10% off his weekly packages.
Then that's another one, depending on which Tyron shows up. I hope he comes in and he's aggressive. You know what I mean? That's the only way he's going to win it. If he fights the same way he's been fighting, he's going to lose.
I hope Tyron wins. I'm cheering for Tyron, you know. Colby's just, man, he's just so rude and like a crazy guy, you know. I'm just cheering for Tyron, you know. He's a cool guy, so humble and really nice guy. So let's go Tyron.
Colby Covington puts it on him. Pace, too much pace, too much activity wears Tyron down. Maybe finishes him late. I could see Tyron maybe clipping Colby, but Colby's showed that he has a reasonably good chin, though. We haven't seen him, I guess, since the Usman fight where he took some good shots. I like that matchup for Colby. I don't always agree with the way Colby carries himself. I especially don't like when he goes after my friends and talks a bunch of nonsense because it's just very unbecoming. But you can't deny that the guy's a freaking maniac and he can fight.
It could be fun, but Woodley has just not pulled the trigger for a lot of fights recently. I think he's overly reliant on the power in his right hand, and he's got all these other tools that he just doesn't use, and he tries to use the one tool, and it gets him into trouble, I think. So we'll see if he gets back to mixing things up. Use the right hand with some of your wrestling. Colby too. Colby fight Usman. Those guys didn't shoot us. They're both wrestlers. They didn't shoot a single takedown the whole fight. It's ridiculous. Like I don't know. Are these guys getting paid under the table money to not go to the ground or something? I don't understand it. It's not kickboxing. It's not boxing. Why are you alienating a whole section of fighting techniques? Where's the fake shots? Where's the stutter steps to make the guy think you're gonna shoot and then hit him? There wasn't even any of that. There wasn't even a slip clinch, beat him up, dirty box in the clinch. None of that. It was, you could have put whatever, bigger gloves on him and had him kickbox, and it would have been the same. I lean towards Colby because Tyron, I think, is a better fighter, but he's just not pulled the trigger recently.
Yeah, I think Colby right now. I think Colby probably takes it. He's looked even in the Usman fight, he looked really good. I'm a fan of both guys. I fought on the Woodley card last time, and I've got to meet him a couple times. He actually commentated one of my fights a long time ago. So I'm a fan of both guys. I just don't think Woodley has looked as good as he has, when he was on that championship run and when he was the world champion. Could that all change? Of course, and with those guys, he definitely has knockout power. But I think right now, Colby's pace that he's been putting on people and his determination to win is going to be hard to beat. I think Colby's going to take that one.
Oh man, I'm a little bit worried for Tyron, to be honest, man. I like Tyron Woodley. I think this is an exciting fight with the backstory between the two, but Colby's cardio is on another level, and Tyron's kind of been getting broken in fights as of late. With the last one with Burns. I just feel like if he fights that same way, Covington's going to pick him apart and kind of break him. I could see Colby kind of winning by TKO or just breaking him throughout the whole fight.
Honestly, I think Covington's going to win. Yeah, I think a decision. I think he's going to get him in a decision. I think his pace that he's going to put is just going to be a little too much to handle.
Colby Covington's the real deal, man. He may talk shit, but he's fucking good, man. I'm going to have to go with Colby because his stock is rising and Woodley's kind of falling a little bit,
Man, back in the days, I would say Woodley, but I think he's playing it too safe right now, and Colby, man, he goes out there to fight. Man, I don't know. It'll be a good fight, but, I think if Woodley comes out the way he used to back in the days, I think he has a good chance on winning it. But Colby, like I said, man, every time he fights, he just impresses me more. He comes out and he wants to throw down,
Covington, and that guy's a workhorse, and unless the Tyron Woodley shows up, I have to put my money on Covington. Love both guys though.
Oh, I want Woodley to win. I really want Woodley to win, but I kind of feel like Colby's gonna do it. Kind of feel like so. We'll see. We'll see.
I'm a fan of Colby as an athlete, as a person. whatever. Everyone has their opinions. But Woodley's one of my really good friends. And I was so excited. I've never fought in the same card as him, so I'm so excited to even be able to be on the same card as him. And I really I talk to him almost daily, and I know how hard he's working, and I just really want to see him come back and win. You know, yeah, I don't know. It broke my heart watching his last fight and whatever, but I'm pulling for Woodley.
I go with Covington. I think after the Usman fight, even though it was a loss, he looked fantastic. And I mean, I know Styles make fights, so he can always get cracked with that big right hand from Woodley. But I think the pace and just the way that, again, I hope I never run into him, but Woodley just hasn't looked like himself. You know, I think everybody knows that. But maybe this is the fight that he really makes that resurgence. But I think Colby Covington is just going to draw confidence from the loss to Usman because he hung so well with somebody who does what he does well and had power. And he still looks phenomenal. I think it was 2-2 going into the fifth. So I got to pick Covington with that.
I am praying to God that Tyron Woodley knocks him clean the fuck out. I'm like, come on, Tyron, you can't. I mean, I like Tyron Woodley. He's a cool dude, and it would suck to see him go 3 losses in a row, and then that last one being to him, it would be because Joey Guggy's like, we want to retire you, so it would suck if he lost to Colby Covington. But stylistically, I think it's a bad matchup for the way that Tyron Woodley's been fighting lately with people in the pressure. But I don't know. I mean, I don't think Colby Covington can punch his way out of a paper bag, so I don't think he has to worry about the punching power of him. But he applies pressure, and Woodley doesn't really like pressure. So I'm rooting for Tyron Woodley, but I don't know. It's gonna be hard.
I think Colby's gonna finish him. I don't know either guy, and I know they're both top team natives. I don't have any connection, any relationship with either guy. I'm a fan of both guys for sure. And this is personalities aside. I'm talking about the fighters. I think Colby Covington, man, I don't think he gets enough respect for how good he actually is, just because how much he runs his mouth. But man, that boy can fight, and Woodley's coming off a couple tough losses. You saw in his last fight against Gil Burns, it was like a shell of who Tyron Woodley actually is. He was just kind of shell up, backstep, overhand right. I think if he brings that same kind of fight, it's going to be a long night for him. He can definitely switch around. He can definitely knock Colby out, but I think Colby's going to win this fight for sure, based on how the last few fights went.
I think Colby Covington is going to do very well. I don't know. That's what I think.
I think Colby, because I don't know. Like, I like I respect Woodley too. He's a great former champion, but he's not in his prime. You know, I think his last fights he show like he was too conservative. He was not engaging too much. He's not earning respect on the octagonal. So I think maybe Colby's gonna take advantage, and they have like a really bad blood. I think it's gonna be a very good fight, but I see Colby winning that.
I think Colby wins by decision.
It's hard not to kind of just hate Colby Covington because he's just such a fucking scumbag sometimes, but he's such a good fighter, and I think he'll actually beat Woodley. I think he'll grind Woodley out.
Thanks for watching this video, sponsored by BigMarleyMMA.com. Kyle Marley is up over 250 units in the last 2+ years on his premium bets. Go to BigMarleyMMA.com and use the coupon code PROSPICS at checkout. That will get you 10% off his weekly packages.